The real life Buzz in real life.
Wow.
Yeah, that's today's DNA.
I hear he's really good at this game, but more on him later. Let's focus on the match. We got Unknown and his new but very respectable Inkling versus resident sleeper MrProfessor. Now, MrProfessor, a very good player in his own right, but we don't see him here very often, which is why I'm very interested as to how this set's going to go.
Dude, MrProfessor used to be here, like, when DNA first started, like, the first year. He was, like, here week in, week out, and was honestly pretty solid. He used to finish a few top 8s here and there, but you're right. I haven't seen him in a while.
Uh-huh. But I guess that's what life does to you. Makes you a busy person.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing. But he's off to a pretty good start here because he does have, like, a little bit of percent lead on Unknown.
Yeah, now, I feel that this match in particular is kind of difficult for Ivysaur because Ivysaur is more or less of a zoner, and her zoning options have sort of ugly frame data. Inkling has really good mobility, really good frame data, so she could, like, zoom right past Ivysaur's Razor Leaf. That's why I feel. So good on MrProfessor for going right to Cheeser. That's a great up smash, too.
I actually think, and Ivysaur, I think, was the only Pokemon in this trio that didn't get a shield buff. I think Zard got one and Squirtle, possibly. That might be misinformation. But
you are correct.
Yeah,
Ivysaur is the only Pokemon trainer Pokemon to not get a larger shield.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that got larger shields, man. In fact, it felt like most of them as I was reading through, but I think it was mostly just to prevent shield pokes.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Some characters got bigger shields. Some characters like Snake, Ridley, Piranha Plant, Yoshi, they got some sort of invincibility boxes so that it would prevent like some shield cheese when they get out of shield.
Right. Yeah, because that kind of happened often, like, and it made some characters kind of weird. Like, it'll be interesting watching DeBuzz today because I know Rosalina got one that kind of protects Luma, the shield buff.
Oh my god!
I don't know how it affects like the Pokemon characters, but apparently enough that they, 2 out of 3 of them got buffs.
I mean, if nothing else, it's gonna be hard to break their shields now.
Yeah. That is for sure. This match definitely kind of slowed down in pace, I gotta say, from the early start, but Unknown has kind of found himself on top here.
Between Squirrel's Punish game and Charizard's Punish game, I feel that Inkling in this matchup needs to think of a lot more than just like kind of swim their way and doing Inkling stuff. Gotta kind of stay back, kind of bait an opening. But that's how everybody operates. You can't just brainlessly charge in with anybody.
Yeah, and pretty good stuff from MrProfessor, getting himself out of danger there from the, Inkling up throw up air. Which I don't think would have killed Squirtle at that percent, but I mean, he's a little turtle, so.
Yeah, for sure. Squirtle, definitely on the lighter side. Definitely a good idea at that point to switch to Ivysaur where Squirtle becomes more liability. But that was a really good up air.
Yeah, pretty good call out there. Recognize Unknown going to be jumping back from ledge and took the stock.
I feel that between Inkling's small hitbox and pretty good aerials, Inkling has a pretty good landing game, but at the same time, that can make for a pretty cocky player. And
yeah.
not only is like cockiness a general issue, because I'd imagine that players of Unknown's caliber seldom get cocky, but
I don't know. I think Unknown gets plenty cocky all the time. He's just kind of that player. He plays pretty confident. He's pretty calm a lot of the time. I know Inkling's a newer character, so maybe some of the confidence isn't as evident, but I don't know. He's definitely a force to think of. But as I'm saying that, MrProfessor totally just surging. A little bit of a runaway, staying Squirtle for a while here, despite Unknown being at 82%.
Yeah, for sure. Really nice spot dodge there.
Yeah, that was scary.
Ooh, the fucking call out with that roll.
That was.
When you like miss the tech, you start panicking. You say, "How the fuck do I get out of this as quickly as possible? I can't take any damage." MrProfessor saw that desperation.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like I was kind of questioning. I was like, man, he's kind of hanging on Squirtle for a bit. Unknown at a higher percent. What's good with this kill? And sure enough. Good read on the roll.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
MrProfessor looking like Wombat 2.0 here.
All right, so I didn't see if they ran it back. I'm assuming they did because that's usually what happens here. And I know Unknown prefers to do that more often than not. And I don't think that was a stage thing. I think that was just like a you got red thing.
Yeah, I feel that with most characters, if you lose on PS2, you got yourself to blame. With Battlefield, you could say, oh, the platforms, they were too restricting, or FD, like, oh, there are no platforms, I couldn't chase my opponent in the air as well. But PS2 has a pretty nice balance of that.
Yeah, well, that's it's a popular stage here, so it's with good reason.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there are 3 things that you say in New Jersey. You say 20 cash regular.
Yep.
You say Taylor egg, ham, and cheese.
Okay, yeah.
And you say Capital Stadium 2.
I've heard all those things a lot of times, so I'm with you.
Uh-huh. When in Jersey.
Yeah, people even say that sometimes. Trying to catch MrProfessor's landing. MrProfessor was definitely ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, definitely. Really nice keep-aways between the vine-based attacks and the Razor Leaf.
Oh, no. A little bit of a costly mistake there. MrProfessor having a little bit of flubs off stage and getting caught with the down smash. Yeah,
a bit of a panic switch there. I certainly wouldn't have seen that 2-frame coming.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just looked like he kind of lost track there. I mean, he didn't get the tether from Ivysaur, and then, yeah, very telegraphed how he had to get back. He only had one way, and that was it.
Yeah. Okay, but MrProfessor doing a pretty decent job keeping away the extra credits. Although with Squirtle, with Inks at 91%, I don't know how great of a chance MrProfessor will have at securing that kill before too much damage is piled off, because 40% is already enough.
Dude, seeing Squirtle covered in ink makes me kind of depressed. It makes me think of those penguins, like on the coasts, like I call them oil spills. It's kind of sad to look at.
Oh, no.
I mean, it looks like you got it all off, though, so, like, that's good. Oh, no. Okay, there we go.
Well, you got an Ivysaur. Where are you going to do Ivysaur? Are you going to see a forward smash, or an aerial, or get hit by roller, or switch to cheeser?
Cheeser. Yeah, it was pretty good little conversion there from Unknown, who is now in a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, we're seeing a very different game 2 from what we saw in game 1. That's for sure.
Well, this is the type of thing, and that's what I was saying in terms of like cockiness in play. You'll see this a lot from Unknown, where he just sort of like will go down game 1 and he kind of adapts from there, and then he'll just run away the next game with like a massive lead, like we're seeing. And I feel like that's like its own sort of cockiness in a sense, where he just doesn't really get shook.
Oh yeah, really good ledge trapping.
Oh,
okay, nice there, nice there.
Trying to do something fancy. I guess he does have the room to work with. So there wasn't really that much to lose, because that's just his first stock there. Still has MrProfessor very much on the ropes.
Mm-hmm. I'll say. I think this is a pretty good switch to Charizard for both survivability and just laying on the pressure, because you can only defend yourself with intimidation tactics and hoping your opponent chokes when you're at that much for precarious damage. Oh, didn't get the Flare Blitz in time.
Yeah, that's it's dead.
We're going to game 3. All right, joining us on commentary is Black Mamba. And not joining us on commentary is me, because I need to play. Bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
All right, well, I guess I'm still in then. I've been trying to just leave you guys not high and dry, especially like early rounds. It's tough. You guys are playing matches.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but Danny's here. Dude, Danny's...
Hello. It's me, Danny. What do we got? We got MrProfessor. That's his tag, right?
Yes.
And Unknown. Ooh, and we're rocking the fresh new Inklings. Let's go. All right, what stage we going to?
I think PS2.
That makes sense. That would be all 3 games here, PS2, which is pretty popular.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, this is game 3. Okay. Let's go. MrProfessor taking a game. Let's see if he could finish out this set, though. We got Unknown already on center stage, though. Okay.
Firing away.
Yeah, I really like the way Unknown utilizes the splatter shot because it's like so good, but I don't see a lot of Inklings use it the way he does.
Not a lot of Inklings use standard splatter shot that much in general.
Yeah, it's really strange because I don't know, man. It's he dodged the forward tilt with up tilt. But here we go, first Squirtle combo. Ooh, drops it though, but gets it right back.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right, so MrProfessor playing real safe right now, not trying to get any damage on himself. The parry's gonna do nothing to that back air though. Did they just call me?
I didn't.
That's all right. Anyway, so let's see what MrProfessor can do. Has a pretty good lead right now. Wow, 4-4 till dash attack.
Yeah.
Doing a really good job.
It seems like Unknown's kind of relying a little bit too much on the splatter shot.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He's not really going in when he has the ability to.
Right. Which is funny because I was just praising him for it. But like, all right, but we got the up throw. Gonna get 64 damage on him. And the center. Yeah, Unknown's really like trying to weave in and out and trying to find his opening, but it's really hard to find it on MrProfessor's Squirtle. What's up? My speaker. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Back to the match. We got MrProfessor taking some damage. I wouldn't be surprised if he switches out to Squirtle pretty soon.
To Sisor?
Yeah, I mean Sisor.
Yeah.
I said Squirtle.
I'm surprised he hasn't done it already. I would think that Ivysaur would be able to secure a kill a little bit easier than Squirtle.
Maybe he's really confident in his Squirtle's neutral, and that's what he's trying to rely on right now.
Yeah, but you're not going to... At least I don't know of that many good kill tools that Squirtle has, and he dies really light. So...
Yeah, that is true.
It's very strange that he hasn't switched out to anyone else.
The mashed grab, you see that? Unknown actually grabbed twice in place. I'm not liking the sight of that. Unknown weaving around. Ooh, nice parry, but no punish from MrProfessor. Yeah, it is. I gotta say, it is. You're right. It is very strange that he's not going Ivysaur right now.
Do I have
the back throw? What? That looks like the Dr. Mario back throw, actually.
I think I have a game, so bye.
All right. So, anyway, great stuff. MrProfessor's still staying with this Squirtle. Oh, but that's definitely going to be a stock unless... Wow, Unknown messing up. And the back throw not going to be able to take it either. Squirtle living to 169, finally switching out to Ivysaur. All right, and we got MrProfessor with this ledge trying to secure that stock early, but no dice. And we're going to see the back throw. Is this going to kill? It is not. MrProfessor hanging on to the stock. Gets the neutral air. Oh, good grab read. Or read on the, like, I'm going to shield. Good shield read, is what I should say. Back air going to push him back. All right, so Unknown trying to make it back here.
I'm not on the stream. I'm not playing right now.
Uh-oh, okay. But, yeah, so Unknown's still trying to take this stock while MrProfessor taking yet another with this full rage Ivysaur. Oh my gosh.
This is a very sticky situation for
Okay, that was kind of godlike. He waited and shielded for so long. He's like, I'm not doing anything until you do something. That was classic Mexican standoff. MrProfessor walking out of there. Oh, full ink right now. This could be big damage. All right.
Can't believe they're at even right now.
Well, it's MrProfessor's up a full stock.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
Yeah. But he's taking a lot of damage though. He's definitely got to get some extra hits before he loses his stock, if he does. Ooh, the roller getting put. He just got pushed off. That was very fortunate for MrProfessor.
The bullet seed. That's a move I don't see anyone use.
Bullet seed is definitely like it'll work one time a set because it's like no one expects it.
Yeah.
So he just cashed in his one-time use of bullet seed.
His ticket.
Now it's out of PP. Oh, and there we go. Unknown with the comeback, bringing it back to an even game.
And this is looking pretty. This is looking pretty all right for Unknown now.
Yeah,
it's
and
getting pretty even.
You can see MrProfessor's switch back to Squirtle. He's gonna see if he can. Squirtle's definitely doing the best out of all these Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's staying it so long, but it is, like you said, a very dangerous tactic. Oh boy. So he probably wants to get him at least plus 100 before switching to Ivysaur and maybe Charizard.
Yeah, I can't imagine switching to Ivysaur would be too bad of a decision at this point, but considering that his Squirtle did so well with that first stock, it would be... I understand what he's like, why he would stay.
I think Unknown has figured out the spacing right now. Oh, never mind. But for the most part, he's doing a really good job spacing back airs right now.
Yeah.
However, it's going to be really difficult without stage control, which is the position he's in right now. Misses that grab, going to get punished. Oh, and the roller is going to miss. Interesting for him to go for a roller so early, but maybe he just really thought it would work. Trying to fish that down air. MrProfessor pulls out the Ivysaur.
A couple patches ago, that would have killed.
Absolutely. And here comes the Charizard. Big boy, big hitboxes, big damage.
Oh,
and let's go
okay.
Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Dude, honestly, MrProfessor Squirtle is like pretty hype though, so I don't mind this at
I
all.
don't mind, but like, oh no! Now he can get booyah'd and die off the top.
All right, I think MrProfessor is mid-game in a character crisis. He just keeps switching. Okay, this is like almost over. And I want to see what happens.
All Professor needs is a raw tilt, a raw up throw.
What's his name? Unknown. What Unknown needs though is some ink, so he could ink up his MrProfessor.
Professor's not giving him enough space for him to do that.
Yeah, it's a really tricky situation, but really good weave in from Unknown. Pushing him back.
Really choking him out right now.
Yeah, he's really going for this forward tilt. That definitely would take the stock from like any point of the stage. 1 minute left on the clock, by the way.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's going to go to that, but just pointing that out. Oh, boy. This spacing? Okay.
Booyah.
Okay. No
Booyah
booyah.
not connecting. Too late for that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Back throws.
Back throw,
not gonna
almost
take it.
kills, almost even on... Professor has to make up this deficit now. At the very least, because it's 40 seconds left on the clock, and he...
Whip grab. And then he whipped the grab, then another whip the grab. This is really close. Splat Bomb's going to put a lot of pressure. Going to do standard get up, but no punish from Unknown. It's really hard to punish that, though. Oh! And the back air is going to take it. Good stuff to MrProfessor. Making an upset, and I got to go.
Yep.
Bye.
And I got to go, too.
Man, that was stress. What the heck?